because the learning curve in sex work is pretty steep. Like it could be death, injury, arrest. So a little mistake can really cost you a lot, and survival shouldn't be a luxury.
Hello, everyone. I am Michelle Melville Kashan. I'm the Community and Content Director here at Sexual Health Alliance. And in preparation for our event coming up in February, Ethical and Legal Perspectives, my therapist is a porn star. I have two presenters with us today. I'd like to introduce you to Katarina Pierce and Tiana Glittersaurusrex. Welcome.
Hi, thank you for having us.
All right. Katarina, would you like to introduce yourself?
Sure, I'm Katarina, the Domme Kat Pierce. I'm a pro-dom, a fetish wrestler, a kink educator, event producer, experience creator, and co-founder of Sex Work Survival Guide, the nonprofit that is presenting at the conference.
Wonderful. Thank you. And Tiana, would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi, my name is Tiana Glittersaurusrex. I am also one of the co-founders and as well as the president of the Sex Work Survival Guide. I'm a ProDomme as well as marketing and branding specialist for sex workers and those in alternative businesses.
Yes, I love that. I'm so happy to have you both here today. Welcome.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so much.
All right, so before we get started, can you tell us a little bit about Sex Work Survival Guide? What is it?
So, Sex Work Survival Guide is a nonprofit that provides free education for sex workers and allies. Getting into this business, sitting on the mountain of privilege that I do have between censorship and paywalls, information and education that is vital to sex workers was out of reach. And I thought, well, if again I'm sitting on this mountain of privilege and it's difficult for me, it's got to be hard for other people. So we kind of created this like central organization. And we're not the experts. We are some, we kind of like tap experts and community leaders to come in and provide the information and share the information with the community. We just kind of provide that space. Because the learning curve in sex work is pretty steep. Like it could be death, injury, arrest. So a little mistake can really cost you a lot, and survival shouldn't be a luxury.
Oh, well put. That is such a great resource. I'm really happy that both of you are going to be sharing with us at this event.
It's going to be great. We're excited.
All right, so speaking of the event, can you tell us a little bit about what you're going to be presenting about?
Yes, essentially we want to offer tips and ways to reduce harm for any kind of medical professional that needs to interact with sex workers.
Wonderful. And that is so needed. And our audience is sex therapists, educators, counselors, coaches, medical professionals like doctors, nurses, physical therapists, you name it. We have tons of these professionals attending our event. So I think this is going to be so beneficial for all of them.
That's
Thank you
awesome.
so
And it is
much.
definitely needed. Definitely needed. A lot of times we think that we're doing the right thing, but we have, we're humans. We have implicit biases and that can come out, and it's stigma that keeps people away from getting resources. It doesn't stop them from needing it.
Yes, definitely. So could you tell us a little bit about one of the top concerns or issues that you see a lot in your business?
And between
I
censorship and stigma, what about you, Tiana?
I would also say that in addition to housing, financial disparity, in addition to childcare concerns, just being able to pay rent, afford diapers, basic human needs that a lot of people are facing in our country and even around the world right now. So it's not necessarily things that are specific to sex workers. It's just we happen to be more marginalized and stigmatized, like Kat had mentioned. And so due to those factors, everything is more of an uphill battle and everything is looked sometimes frowned upon, even when you're trying to do the best for yourself, your family, Whether you have dependents that are elders or you have dependents that are, children, or other family members. So all of those things are things that we can all relate to, but we also have to be additionally empathetic to the fact that sex workers specifically have even more of a struggle with these things.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, it's about access. It's
Yeah,
about access. Even if resources are available, the access to them and the fear about, reaching out and asking for help is very real.
yeah. And that kind of leads me to my next question. Do you have like a favorite thing to help people with when they reach out to you?
Tiana, you're so good at this stuff. Go ahead.
um, I would say just the fact that we can offer as many resources as possible, whether you're in the US or abroad. We try to offer the most reliable and vetted resources for professionals, whether they are current, former, or allied to sex workers. We do our best to make sure that they are a very vetted professional in any resource that we offer our community or other. Just because you may not identify as a sex worker, some of the work that you may do, even as an educator, dealing with sex workers can sometimes you're just wrapped in the fray with us because you're adjacent to the work that we do or you're trying to help those that do the work that we do. And so just that any association can also be damaging to certain people. And so we make sure that if we're offering legal support or accounting support or web support, or, housing support, that all of those people are aware of the fact that you are a sex worker or have been in sex work, and that they're not going to judge you for that and give you the best support that they possibly can. And if it's not them, they have a network of people that they can then refer you to, that they know will be a safe person for you to go to and seek help with.
Oh, I love that. So excited to learn more about what you all do and for you all to share this information at our event.
We are
Thank
too.
you so
We are too.
much.
Yeah, and this is great. Community is the only thing that's going to get us through. So it's really important that we, stay together. Even, we're different. We have our little, I like this, you like that, but community is the only way we're going to survive.
Yes, I agree 100%. All right. So before we go, if you have one takeaway or tip for our audience that's watching, so related to what you guys do, just give us one little tip or takeaway.
I'll go first. I think a takeaway I would love for people to have is just because we are sex workers or engage in an aspect of sex work does not make us any different than any other human that is seeking help and is in need. And just, I know it sounds simple, but sometimes we need to be reminded that we're all human and we need to give each other grace, even as actually not even so, especially so, we have differences or disagreements of paths that we walk in life or ways that we need to go about survival, to make ends meet. And that we just remind ourselves that that doesn't matter. What really matters is this individual human in front of me that has needs that I can help with.
Oh, yes, I love
Well
that so
said.
much. Yes, that was perfect. Thank you.
Thanks.
That was awesome. For me, I have to say, probably, I mean, that was so well said. And it really hit so much. But for me, I'm going to add listening. Listening and really listening with an open heart. We talk about consent a lot in sex work and in BDSM. And a lot of, Tiana is really great at trauma-informed consent education. And, a lot of times consent violations are because of miscommunication, not because of anything malicious. And we kind of need to carry that through the rest of our lives and just kind of open with, stay open to listening with empathy and compassion, and meeting people where they are, instead of coming in with a preconceived notion about that person or about their lives.
Yes, very well said. I love that. All right. For all of you watching, if you'd like to attend this event, it is 100% online. You can go to our website at sexualhealthalliance.com to get your tickets. Again, the title of the event is Ethical and Legal Perspectives. My therapist is a porn star, happening Saturday, February 22nd and Sunday, February 23rd. And if you are a Sexual Health Alliance student, you get this weekend for free. It's included in your tuition. So if you want to learn more about getting certified, you can reach out to us and I'll have more information in the description below. Thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you so much.
All right. Bye.
Thank you.
Thanks.